In this video, you'll learn how to construct a frequency histogram using Excel. So here we have a data set from our textbook. It's called Capital. So this looks at the credit card account balances for a group of customers. If you want to follow along step by step, you can download the data set off of Canvas and do this alongside. So here I've got my tab open. So you want to make sure you're on the correct tab of data. We're on Capital. And the first step you'll do is to select the data that we're interested to create a frequency histogram. So I'm going to highlight or select all my data. We want to make sure we include every piece. We're not missing anything. And you'll click on the Insert tab up here in the left-hand corner. And then you'll move over to Charts and look for the button that says Insert Statistic Chart. If you click on the little arrow to drop down, you can see your histogram. So here, once I click on that, a histogram appears. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. But as you can see though, because in our horizontal axis, the numbers for our labels are a bit long, we need to format. So we'll go ahead and right click and it gives you a short menu, and you'll click Format Axis. And a window should pop up that will let you play around with the formatting. So we want to change the way our number appears. We're going to change from general to currency because we're working with dollars. And we also want to remove the number of decimal places because we don't need the extra zeros. So once you hit 0, you can hit enter. And now you can see that our labels have been cleaned up. Now you'll notice that in Excel, for our histogram, it employs a standard notation for whether a value is in the class or not. So here, for instance, this width of 249 to 399, it does not include the value 249, but it does include the value 399. So here it's between 99 and 249, so 249 is in this column, but not this one. So that's a bit of quirk with Excel. And the other thing I notice sometimes is that when we learned how to create our class widths with the good rules of thumb and the formula, Excel does it a little bit differently, so it may not line up exactly the same way that, that you do if you were doing it by hand. But that's okay. What we're generally looking for is the overall distribution of our data. Now, of course, we want to update our chart title, for instance. So this would be frequency distribution of credit card balances. Okay. It's also helpful if you add the different axis labels. So if you go here up and to the left, there's an add chart element, and you can add axis titles for the x-axis and for the y-axis. Then if you just click on it carefully, then you can type in credit card balances, and we can type in frequency, for instance. That's always helpful because if someone's seeing the chart for the first time, they'll look for these labels and axes so they know what they're looking at. So that's how to do a frequency histogram in Excel. If you have any questions, let me know.